We're here today to talk about spring flowering bulbs. Autumn is the ideal time to plant your bulbs if you want an array of colour from February right the way through to the late spring, early summer. So how do we do and what do we do? First of all, we need to dig a hole. We need to make sure it's 3 times the depth of the bulb itself. We plant the bulb, shoot upwards like this. When we're planting, we need to ensure that the other bulbs are at least 2 times the width of the actual bulb itself, which allows for expansion and it allows the bulb to grow itself. We then need to cover over the bulb with soil. Ensure that you don't tamper down too hard because you could break the shoots on top of the bulb itself, which will hinder growth in the coming season. So if the ground is still really hard and it's dry, ensure that once you've planted them, you've tampered down the ground, you sprinkle on some water, which will obviously support the growth of the bulb going forward. Bulbs are also ideal for using in containers. They're an ideal container plant. We plant them with the same principles as we plant them in the ground. But the only difference that we do when we're putting them into containers is we use a product called bulb fibre. This gives all the nutrients that the bulb needs to grow healthily and give you some amazing blooms in the coming months. So as already discussed, bulbs are ideal for container planting. And one of the best ways to do that is layer planting. Think about making a lasagna at home. So first things first, you need to pick what colour scheme you want and when you want it to be flowering in your garden. First thing we need to do is get the grit and the crock in the bottom of the pot. Cover it with a layer of bulb fibre, approximately 2 to 3 inches deep. And then the first bulb we plant is the latest flowering bulb out of the 3 that we're going to plant today. We then cover that with 2 to 3 inches of bulb fibre. Then we plant the next layer and then we follow the process up to however many layers we're doing. Then the best way to finish it is to leave a gap at the top and we can plant some gorgeous late flowering bedding plants to give you some instant impact and instant colour in your garden right now. Let's plant a container. The colour scheme I've picked is a really nice tranquil cream and yellow. The first bulb I'm about to plant is a tulip. It flowers in late April, early May, and it's got a gorgeous scent, so hopefully just in time for you to get out into the garden and catch the benefit of that gorgeous smell outside your doors. So we plant it into the container with the shoots facing up, and we ensure that the 2 times the width of the bulb apart. And then what we do, we cover it. Again, just tamper down nice and lightly. Then we go for the second layer. The second layer is Golden Bells, a gorgeous daffodil. It's flowers late March into April. The bulbs on this daffodil are strangely very, very small, so you'll get more in. With the size of this bulb, we can even bring them into the centre. And again, just repeat the process by putting 2 to 3 inches of bulb fibre on top. So the third layer we're going to plant is Snowdrops. Absolutely stunning. These will flower between February and March. So again, repeat the process. 2 to 3 inches, good bulb fibre. And then the last layer is a Narcissus. It's Tate. This flowers into January, into February. So a really nice early flowering bulb. Plenty of nice early colour. And again, just cover. So what we can do to add some final bits of colour is plant some cyclamen, and that'll give you some colour right the way through the winter. If you look after the cyclamen, keep deadheading them, ensure that the water doesn't stay on top of them, you'll have really good, strong flowering plants right the way through, hopefully till when your bulbs come out. So as always, for more information, come into one of our centres and one of our expert staff will be really pleased to help you. But otherwise, check the packets and on the back is all the information you need to plant your bulbs. So enjoy your bulbs, get planting, and hopefully we'll see you soon in one of our centres.